What's up, guys? It's been a while since we have tested Zeblaze watches, but the company recently released two new rugged smartwatches with built-in GPS. They are called Zeblaze Stratos 3 Ultra and Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra. From the names, it looks like two generations, but they were actually released at the same time. If you missed, we tested the Zeblaze Stratos 3 and Stratos 3 Pro on our channel Tech Brothers. You can watch the videos by the links in description. Now I want to compare the new Zeblaze Stratos 3 Ultra and Stratos 2 Ultra. You know they are both rugged sports watches, but they have many differences. Let's find out which one is better. Even from the design of the boxes, we can see that the new Zeblaze watches were released at the same time. I really like the new packaging because the smartwatches look expensive and premium. On the back of the boxes, we can compare the main features of the watches. They are the same, except for the water resistance standard. The boxes open a little differently, and I like this picture on the inside of the Stratos 3 Ultra box. However, the contents of the packages are the same, such as smartwatches, magnetic charging cables, and user manuals. So we have told you that the packages look premium and the watches themselves have a very attractive design. But what about the real price? You know Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra is about $5 more expensive than the Stratos 3 Ultra. So these are very affordable rugged smartwatches with built-in GPS. Taking a look at the watches, you can quickly see their main differences. First, I have Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra in metallic silver color, while Zeblaze Stratos 3 Ultra in space black color. However, the Stratos 2 Ultra is also available in abyss black, while the Stratos 3 Ultra is available in moon white. It looks like the display of Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra is bigger, but it is actually the same size as the Stratos 3 Ultra, 1.43 inches. We will come back to screens a little later. However, the Stratos 2 Ultra is actually bigger because of the thicker bezel. Its dimensions are 52 by 50 by 14 mm. The weight is 85 grams. As for the Stratos 3 Ultra, its dimensions are 47 by 45 by 13 mm. The weight is 56 grams. So the third generation of the watch is more compact and lighter, but I actually like the Stratos 2 Ultra better because it has metal unibody and a 360L stainless steel, while the Stratos 3 Ultra has a zinc metal bezel, while the rest of the body is made of plastic. Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra looks more reliable to me, although they both have shock, drop, and water protection. However, the watches have different protection standards. The Stratos 2 Ultra has a military standard 810 each and 10 ATM Water Resistance. As for the Stratos 3 Ultra, it has the same military standard, but it is 5 ATM and IP69K waterproof. So Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra should be better for swimming. By the way, it has pool swim and open water workout modes, but I didn't find any swimming mode in Zeblaze Stratos 3 Ultra. That's pretty weird. I also want to note that the Stratos 2 Ultra has 3 physical buttons that are convenient to press while doing sports. The Stratos 3 Ultra has a round start button that you can use to navigate through the menus and a flat sport button. Talking about straps, they have the same width of 22 mm, so you can swap them out. They are both made of the same silicone material. To be honest, I like Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra better because it looks like a rugged watch with a metal unibody. The Stratos 3 Ultra has only zinc metal bezel, while the rest of the body is made of plastic. By the way, perhaps the silver color makes the Stratos 2 Ultra look more interesting to me than the black Stratos 3 Ultra. When it comes to display, as I said before, the new Zeblaze watches have the same diagonal of 1.43 inches. Moreover, they also have the same resolution of 466 by 466 pixels, up to 1000 nit brightness, and AMOLED panels. Both of them support always-on display modes, so I don't really see any difference between the screens of these watches. However, the watches run on different operating systems, so the interfaces are very different. You know, I have already seen the system of the Stratos 2 Ultra on other Zeblaze watches before, but the Stratos 3 Ultra system is new. To be honest, I like it better. It has more pleasant colors, font, and even smoother animations. As for the functions, they are about the same on these watches, such as daily activity, workout, heart rate, sleep, stress, phone calls, weather, music, etc. The settings menus look different, but the options are about the same. The interesting feature here is the automatic sports detection. Since the watches have different operating systems, they support different mobile apps. The companion app for the Stratos 2 Ultra is called Glory Fit Pro, and the mobile app for the Stratos 3 Ultra is called Zeblaze Fit. Just like the functions and settings on the watches, mobile apps look different, but they have the same functions. You can upload new watch faces on the smartwatches. Set up health monitoring. As well as add contacts from your phone book for a quick call from the watch. The Stratos 2 Ultra and Stratos 3 Ultra have built-in microphones and speakers, so you can receive and make phone calls using the watches. Since both smartwatches are designed for sports, let's check out their sports functions. First, I want to compare heart rate, SpO2, and stress monitors. Heart rate and blood oxygen readings are very similar, while stress results are different. To be honest, I still don't understand how smartwatches measure stress levels. I have told you before that only Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra has workout modes for women. In general, these smartwatches has many sports modes. I think there are over 150 of them. Zeblaze Stratos 3 Ultra has only 10 workout modes, but you can remove some of them and add others through the mobile app. There are also a lot of them here, but I still didn't find the swimming mode. So far, I think the Stratos 2 Ultra is more suitable for sports, but let's check out the built-in GPS. You know, both watches have a dual-band GNSS, but the Stratos 2 Ultra supports 6 satellite positioning systems, while the Stratos 3 Ultra supports 5 satellite positioning systems. Let's see if the Stratos 2 Ultra is more accurate. I start walking mode on both watches. GPS is detected, and we can press the start button. I will also start a walking mode in the Strava app on my iPhone. I believe the iPhone is the most accurate, and we will see which of Zeblaze watches will be closer to it. After about a 20-minute walk, we can see a distance of 1.85 kilometers on the iPhone. Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra shows that I have walked 1.8 kilometers. As for the Stratos 3 Ultra, we can see 1.74 kilometers on it. So the Stratos 2 Ultra is closer to the iPhone. So let's say it is more accurate than the Stratos 3 Ultra. Talking about battery, there is a big advantage of Zeblaze Stratos 2 Ultra because it has 500 mAh battery, while the battery of the Stratos 3 Ultra has a capacity of 300 mAh. The battery life in typical usage mode is 30 and 24 days, respectively. However, the battery life depends a lot on the usage of the watches, such as always-on display, Bluetooth calls, workout modes with GPS, and so on. So after testing the new Zeblaze rugged sports watches, I choose the Stratos 2 Ultra. First, I like its design more, with metal unibody and better 10 ATM water resistance. On the other hand, if you want a more compact and lightweight smartwatch, the Stratos 3 Ultra is for you. It also has a metal bezel and 5 ATM water resistance rating. The displays, functions, settings, mobile apps are about the same. I also didn't notice much difference between these watches in heart rate and SpO2 monitors. However, the Stratos 2 Ultra has more workout modes on the watch, including for women. For some reason, the Stratos 3 Ultra does not have any swimming mode. The Stratos 2 Ultra also counts distance more accurate in walking mode. It seems to have better GPS performance. And the last advantage of the Stratos 2 Ultra over the Stratos 3 Ultra is a bigger battery and a longer battery life. Usually every next generation of any device is better than the previous one, but in this case, the Stratos 2 Ultra and Stratos 3 Ultra were released at the same time, and the second generation is better than the third. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon!